Henry is the best defensive player in all of Madden 24, and in today's video, I'm going to break down the secret loop blitz defense he just used to win the ultimate kickoff tournament and his share of $200,000. Now, this defense is absolutely insane. It allows you to stop the run, stop the pass, and get really good pressure. So I'm going to break down his secret setup and adjustments he used to dominate all of his opponents. Now, the first thing you need to know in order to run Henry's defense is the coaching adjustments and the setups that he used. So we're going to jump into practice mode real quick. I'm going to show you guys his coaching adjustments and his setups, and then I'm going to break down some film, some gameplay of him using this defense in the tournament to show you guys how he adjusted throughout the game to get actual stops against some of the best players in the world. So Henry was using the 4-6 playbook on defense with this nickel 33, and he was using a few subs and coaching adjustments that are really important to note. So we want to look at the auto flip on. The auto flip on is very important because most players are going to run a bunch type formation, and Henry wanted to make sure that the nickel back was always on the bunch side of the formation. You can do this with auto flip on. Also, you want to put auto alignment on default. That's just going to make sure that this man coverage lines up properly. If you put it on base, they're not going to be lined up right over the defenders they're trying to guard. The most important thing, though, is honestly these subs. You want to make sure that you sub in your fastest pass rushers at the end because you're going to get these guys looping around the edge. That's actually super important. You can still use this Nolan Smith card. Really good, but fast. You don't really need the DNs to disengage. They're just going to come free, so speed is king here. So the play we're going to look at is this nickel blitz zero. There's been, a few variations of this defense so far this year, but Henry had a very unique twist on it that was pretty much impossible to stop. So guys, if you're enjoying this content, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel, drop us a like on the video, and comment. If we get to 500 likes on this video, I will give away a new copy of my latest guide on sportsgamers.com, which is my strategy website if you guys want to get better at the game. All you got to do is enter in any comment into the comments, just comment anything, and once we hit 500 likes, I will give away a copy of my ebook on the next video. So Henry's setup was pretty simple. All he did was first press his coverage. You do that by hitting triangle or Y and then down on the left stick. You could definitely shade your coverage over the top if you're worried about getting beat, but you don't have to if you have good corners. The next thing he did is he spread out his linebackers. To do this, you hit right on the D-pad, and then you flick up on the left analog stick. He blitzed all them down by hitting right on the D-pad and then down on the right stick. Then what he did was he moved the one opposite the nickelback right next to his defensive end and QB contained. He also slanted crashes D-line, however you want to say it, inside. To do that, you hit left on the D-pad and then down on the right stick. And when you QB contain, now you guys should see that, the nickelback and this outside linebacker are the ones on the contains, right? If they're not, slightly move them so they are. Now, past this, it was just coverage adjustments. He normally would man up the tight end with the guy that was blitzing on the nickelback side. And then, use this guy, Sherman, on maybe the running back, maybe put him in his zone, just depending upon what he wanted to do. But he would use the sub linebacker basically over the tackle. So this blitz is really designed to get people coming free off the edge. Mostly those D ends are supposed to loop around untouched, but even if someone knows how to pick the D end pressure up, normally that's a combination of slide protecting and other things. Normally one of the outside linebackers or nickelback blitzing will come through clean, maybe off the B gap. We're just going to take our user and take a step forward at the snap. You're going to drop back, and you guys are going to see here what I'm talking about. These guys just scream around the edge untouched. You can't really block this because there's normally multiple people free. If you take a look at the replay, you'll see I take a step forward my user, then I drop back over the middle to help on that little crossing route. But if you look at the left of the screen, that defensive end is looping around the tackle untouched. Now on the right, our nickelback came free. So you guys can see here, if they just block somebody, obviously they can't pick up everything. That's the whole thing about this blitz. Oftentimes people would say, oh, why aren't they blocking extra players? And they were. It's just that this blitz is so good that even when you block somebody is coming free. So right here, if we go ahead and keep somebody in, you're going to see what I'm talking about. It's not really going to matter. This setup will scream even against extra protection. So again, you slant your D-line inside, you spread your linebackers out, you blitz them, you QB contain, then you just move this guy up so he's on the contain. And past that is really coverage adjustments. You could press, man people up, whatever you feel like doing. The whole key, though, is just to stand over this tackle with your user, take a step forward at the snap, then drop back in coverage. So like here, I'm going to keep an extra player in. But you guys see, it doesn't matter. Only one player can be picked up by that running back. You can't pick up both. And this is why Henry was dominating people, is that even when they did use extra protection, it wasn't really mattering. Now, Henry is super good with his adjustments. He's able to adjust his coverage and his blitz throughout the game. So now let's get into his gameplay, break down the adjustments he was using to lock people up.
Do you want to become a better Madden player and win more games? If so, check out my premium Madden strategy website, sportsgamers.com. I have built sportsgamers.com to provide you with the best Madden tips, best Madden ebooks and schemes, all from the pros at the lowest price possible. I have helped thousands upon thousands of Madden players improve their games, and I can help you as well. Our VIP Madden membership is our best offer yet. This membership will include all of our Madden ebooks all year long and hundreds of weekly Madden Vault tip updates to keep you ahead of the game. Click the link in the description and use coupon code DUKE for 10% off your order.
I really think this drive does a great job to illustrate Henry's elite adjustments. Just because he has this great blitz, he does not send the 5-man version every play. Sometimes he sends the 4-man version, sometimes he sends the 5, sometimes he even rushes 3. Now, first down, you guys can see there, he just screamed at Dubby. Dubby got sacked. So we're now 2nd and 14. You see Henry mixes in rushing 3, right? He only sends his D-line. Now, on this year's game, if you keep your blitzer, your user defender on a blitz angle, even though you don't rush him, the game still thinks you are rushing him, so they basically will allow you to get a better shed because the game thinks you're rushing 4 instead of 3, and it allows you to drop these extra blitzers in the zone. So if Dubby's killing you in the flat, you could maybe drop a hard flat. If he's killing you for crossing route, you could drop a cloud, man somebody up. All those different things you can do. You guys can see here, Dubby's 2 for 12. At this point, he's basically seeing ghosts because he doesn't know, should he prepare for the blitz? Is Henry going to drop everyone in coverage? Dubby is absolutely lost, and he's having a hard time picking up upon Henry's tendencies because Henry is not blitzing every play. So far, he's really only sent the blitz 1 down on this drive, and Dubby just, he doesn't know what to expect. He really doesn't. He doesn't know. Is it going to be 3-man rush, 4-man rush, 5-man rush? This time, Henry rushes 4. Again, Henry had played all-out coverage the last two plays, so even sending 4 was good enough. He got the pressure around the left, not the right, because he only blitzed from the left that time, not the right. But it was good enough to obviously get Dubby out of the pocket and, make him, put him on a 3rd and long. So, 3rd and long, Henry does decide to bring some more pressure. Dubby sends everybody out, though, which is rare. Dubby normally didn't do that. And, Henry's thought process is, it's 3rd and long, let's just get him to 4th down. So now this is 4th down. This is a big play right here. Henry's up a touchdown. If he can get a stop here, he's going to do well into securing this victory. So he sends the 5-man. And Dubby, he actually did a decent job of buying time there. He was about to get sacked at the last second, but that was one of the few plays this game where he was able to step up, get a little bit of extra time and make a read. So, it's a little bit of a chess match right now. You're seeing the pressure, you're seeing the coverage, and the one thing I really like about this blitz is it's good against the run. So you guys can see there, it's not easy to run on. So Dubby's kind of at a loss right now. Again, the gun bunch is a really good formation for passing, but when someone has a blitz like this that you're having trouble block, it can be a nightmare. So, okay, 2nd and 11 now. The run's not working, and Henry goes with all-out coverage. He's rushing 3. He has a spy. That's another elite adjustment he was doing. So he noticed that Dubby was trying to get out of the pocket, scramble, all that. So one thing I saw Henry do a lot throughout this game is put a spy on the field so that if Dubby did that, he could click the right stick in to send the spy at him and, get him to the ground that way. So now we're on 3rd and 11, and honestly, like I said, Henry's very, very rarely blitzing at this point. He's sending it, I would say, once every 3 to 4 plays, it feels like, and you just never know when that play is going to be. And right now we're on another 4th and 11. And it's like, at this point, are we looking at pressure or are we looking at coverage? Those outside linebackers and nickelback are either blitzing or dropping in coverage. And every play, Henry's doing something different, and that's why he's throwing off Dubby. And on the 4th and 11, he brings the pressure. W's about to get sacked. Get the stop. GG's. That pretty much did it. Man, I hope you all enjoyed this breakdown of why Henry is such an elite player on defense, how he ran his defense. If you did enjoy this breakdown, make sure to smash that like button. Until next time, it's your boy Duke, and I'm out of here.